Hello everyone, welcome back to Tartan Samurai Gaming. And we're back on the Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive today. We are playing Cyborg Justice. A rather unique fighting game from 1993. So we're getting the opening here where basically our hero has crash landed on a planet populated by cyborgs. And yeah, it's not looking too good for him. But thankfully, he gets rebuilt Robocop style and comes back as a cyborg. So we're getting the rundown here. So his body is completely gone, but his mental condition is intact. So they're erasing his memory. But something's gone wrong. So there's definitely a very heavy Robocop influence here, because this looks a lot like how Robocop looked when he first came online, and you got the first person view of him being reconnected, as it were. So the memory erase sequence. Error. Error, 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 error. So our man has retained his memory, but he now has cyborg powers. So he's being ordered to work, but he's not going to work, so all the other cyborgs have been sent to eliminate him. And that's where our game starts. So first of all, we're just going to set our options. Game mode arcade, difficulty normal. We'll go with 5 lives because I haven't played this for a while. Now the good thing about this is you can completely customize your character. You can choose his main attacking weapon. I'm going to go with the fire spray hand initially, and I'm going to go with the, let's see, lobster, insect, frog, big booster, Quasimodo. I'm going to go with the lobster body because that's kind of sharp looking, and I'm going to go for pneumatic legs because they give you an extra double jump, and double jumps are always good. Right, here we go, level 1-1. Now this game has a unique mechanic where you can give yourself extra lives quite easily by removing the limb and then the torso of your opponent. So basically I want to stun this guy by punching him 3 times. Like so, and then remove the torso, and then press A to consume it. And you notice my lives are now gone up to 6. Looking pretty good so far. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Ouch. And I actually lost my arm there, so I'm just going to take this one back, and now I've got a normal arm. Now, he put me down to 5 lives, but now I'm back up to 6 because I took him out. That's one of the great things about this game, is you can turn it around very quickly if you're swift enough. Oh yeah, and throwing a cyborg's limb at him is pretty much fatal most of the time. Oh, those missiles can hurt those, so you've got to watch out for those. There we go. Ah. Now this should take out one of them. There we go. And we can consume that torso. Oh, looking pretty good so far. And level 1-1 is clear. On to 1-2. So it's a pretty cool game, this. I don't know how well it was rated at the time, but I always thought it was quite good fun. The combat is simple, but at the same time, there is a kind of depth to it with the different weapons and the different options for your robot. It's quite rare in 1993 for games to have fully customizable characters like this, you know. Oops. Gotta watch out for those missiles though. Oh, there's a saw blade arm. Let's use that. Okay, there's one torso. Now let's get the other one. There we go. Lovely. Watch out for these missiles. Jump kicks are particularly powerful in this game. Take that torso. And sitting on 6 lives. Excellent. Thank you. He just ran right into me there and enabled me to just rip his torso off. I think 6 is the maximum number of lives you can have, because you notice my energy bar doesn't go any higher than that. You want to try and remove their limbs as soon as you can, because obviously that's going to weaken them in combat. Yeah, I'll take that arm, thank you very much. And we'll take that torso as well while we're at it. There we go. Full power, full health, full lives. Now watch out for those little pads on the ground, because if you get stuck on one of those, you're frozen in place for a few seconds, which leaves you open to attack, and more importantly leaves you open to those missiles, which can cause a lot of damage. Let's go back to a normal hand for a while. There we go. And level 1-2 is clear. Okay, level 1-3. So while he's stuck there, I can help myself to his limb. There we go. Oh, got a bit of a kick in here. Ouch. Uh-oh, I'm one-armed here, that's not good. Okay. Alright, we're back now. Let's see if I can trick these guys into stepping on the... No, they're not falling for it. I am getting hammered here. Not in a fun way. Okay. Okay, it's a bit more like it. Gotta watch out for those jumps. Sometimes your character will just decide not to do the double jump properly. There we go, we're back up to 5 lives. That I could do with some more energy, so let's just take that, thank you. Okay, we'll take his arm first of all. And then we'll take his torso. There we go. Oh, boss time. Jump kicks are your friend here. There we go, he's down, and we move on to level 2. Okay, level 2-1. The same rules apply. First of all, I want to try and get back up to 6 lives, so let's stun this guy. There we go. Once you get an arm, if there's 2 enemies on screen, I recommend just throwing the arm right away, because that will cause some damage, like it did there. But you notice already it's not causing as much damage as it did in level 1. Still, we're looking pretty good here. Nice little backhand finish there. And we'll take that as well. And on we go. Oh, that's gonna hurt. But that's gonna hurt even more. Haha. Clash with each other there. Oh, I've lost a life. We'll soon get it back though, don't worry. Right, that's one down. Alright, we'll get some energy from the next one, not to worry. Oh. Right, level 2-1 is clear. On to 2-2. Yeah, so when you're in each level, basically the colour palette just changes between each level. Apart from that, they are basically the same. But the enemies, of course, get slightly more difficult with each level. That's your perfect time to get them when they're just getting ready to line up that that pounce attack. Okay, we got two guys with no limbs here, so should be able to get a torso if we're careful. There we go. And we get the torso and our energy is restored. But you notice it is getting more difficult to just kind of routinely dispatch guys now. Especially the ones with those somersault legs. There we go, he ran right into me. There we go. There's one. Oh. Okay, we'll take his instead. I think there is some way to pick up limbs and torsos that are on the ground, but I'm not quite sure how to do it. Okay, level cleared, and we still have 5 lives. Looking good so far. Okay, level 2-3. Yeah, you know, for its time, graphically this game looks quite good as well. The sprites are big and colourful, and I mean the backgrounds are a bit bland, but you know, not every game can be Streets of Rage 2. But this is pretty good fun as it is. There's enough variation in the combat to keep it interesting. And all those different components that you can give your robot, your cyborg rather, gives you you know, replay value as well. Okay, he's done. And on we go. Oh dear, took a bit of damage there. These two guys are giving me a hammering right now. Be careful. Once we take one out, the other one will be easy. That's just the way it goes with these things. There we go, one down, one to go. Okay. And the torso. There we go. Not quite back up to 5, but nearly. There we go, that'll bring us back up to 5 lives. Excellent. Right, one down, one to go. Okay. Bit of a health boost there. Excellent. You don't necessarily need to stun them to take the torso as long as you time it right. But stunning them makes it a bit easier. See, what happens is if you don't time it right, you'll end up just kicking them like I did there. That kind of shin kick. Uh-oh. There we go. And moving on. Oh, boss time. Uh-oh, he's got my arm. That's not a good sign. If he manages to take my torso, then I lose all my lives in one go. So that's not good. Must avoid that at all costs. Oh no. Right, that's a continue down. So you see how you can lose it very quickly if you're not careful on the boss. Doesn't matter how many lives you've got. Yeah, but at all costs you want to avoid letting the boss take your arm off you, because once he does that, you're basically a sitting duck. If he lands one hit on you, he's going to take your torso, and that's it. Speaking of taking torsos, there we go, back up to full life and full health. Should take him out, yep. You can kick him twice to make him blow up more quickly. Or you can actually rebuild him as well if you want to, but there's not much point in doing that really. Apart from you get a fair play bonus at the end of the level, but it's not really important because the score is pretty inconsequential in this game. Scores are literally just for the high score table and that's it. You don't get extra lives or anything, and you know there's no score on display during the game, so another torso down. And he launches right into me again. Lovely. So we got both of our opponents de-limbed. That makes them a bit easier to deal with. Quite a bit easier to deal with. Okay, so I think you see a strategy here. Oh no, no, he's got my arm again. Ah, this is not good. Oh, I got his arm though. So now, advantage me. Uh-oh, no, he's got it back. This is where the battle can go to and fro, back and forth. Right, I'll take that back, thank you very much. Oh, come on now. That is just childish. Almost got him. Yes. Oh, I made you to. There we go, got him. Hopefully we'll get an arm back for level 3. Still only got one arm, oh dear. So I'm going to have to take an arm off of an opponent as soon as I can, yeah? Okay, there we go, flame arm, that'll do. we can restore our health and our lives. And we are back up to 5. Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh, that's gonna hurt. Right, I'll take that arm back, thank you very much. And I'll take your torso while I'm at it. Thankfully, I think it's, especially in the first few levels, it's only the level bosses that will actually try and rip your torso off, so normal enemies, you don't really have to worry about that, although if they body slam you, your arm will fall off, like it did with me a minute ago. And back up to 5 lives. Okay. Yeah. Even with one arm each, they're still hurting me here. Right, okay, there we go. Back up to 4 lives. Put me back up near 5 lives here. Okay. Right. 3-1 is clear. Next up, 3-2. There we go. And we're up to 5. Just. Not for long though. The minute we take 1 hit, we're going to be back down to 4. That little pressure pad helped though. There's one. Ah! I'm up it. Right. Okay, one down. And that's a nice little health booster. And we are back up to 5 lives. You can definitely see the enemy attack patterns are getting more complex though as you move through the levels, as is the diversity of weapon arms that they have as well. And also, my basic attacks are doing a lot less damage than they were before. You know, previously 2 kicks would have taken one of these guys out, whereas that took about 5 kicks there. So the difficulty scales up, but it's fair. It's not excessive, I don't think. And you can still do that, so that's fun. Yeah, I don't think this game did very well commercially, which is a shame because it probably deserves a sequel. Don't think it got one, no. Certainly not on the Mega Drive anyway. Yeah, tell me in the comments if you guys remember playing this game. I remember renting it out of, I think it was Blockbuster Video at the time, or it could have been Global Video, which was a local rental place in Scotland. That was where we used to get our Mega Drive games. It was either Global Video or Blockbuster Video. Global Video was cheaper, but Blockbuster tended to have a better selection. Okay, there we go. Yeah, and I remember the first time I played this, actually, we rented it because Streets of Rage 2 was already out, so we couldn't rent that. So I thought this would be the next best thing. Okay, level 3-3. Expect a tough boss at the end of this level. So especially at the start of the level, when you fight one cyborg individually, you always want to try and claim that torso to get some extra health for the level ahead. You'll always fight one solitary cyborg at the start, so always try and take his energy for an extra life. Oops, which you will then quickly lose again. So the big booster legs make him invulnerable to those obstacles. It also means that his kicks do a lot more damage as well. But the disadvantage is that he can't jump very high, which is why I don't use the big booster legs, because particularly in the first level when you have to go over those pitfalls, it's very difficult in the with the booster legs. mollicated here. Get my act together. Okay, oops. Yeah, sometimes the inputs get a bit confused if there's like two characters on screen, one in front and one behind. You sometimes get a little bit mixed up. And annoying things like that can happen as well. I'll just take that right back, thank you. And I'll take that as well while I'm here, thank you. Yeah, you just jump right into me. Thank you very much. Okay, got them both one-armed now. That should definitely help matters. And there goes one torso. And we'll soon get the other. There we go. Boss time. Okay, that was a surprise, but a welcome one. And we've got him! Lovely. That was the perfect boss run now. Could not have gone any better. We are on to level 4. I think there's 5 levels in the game, so we're getting close to the end now. I always thought the music for this game was kind of interesting. It really has got that kind of cyberpunk vibe to it. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the music from Sonic Spinball, particularly level 3, the machine. If you've seen that play through on the channel, which I will probably have to link to now that I've mentioned it. Okay. There we go. Oh. How is it I use the laser? Nice quick health restoration there. Didn't mean to do that. I wanted to keep my laser gun. Oh well. I'll take a saw blade instead. Thank you. Oh, a fire jet. I think I'll use that. These two are certainly going for it. One down, and the other soon to follow. There we go, and we're back up to 6 lives. Lovely. Okay, level 4-1 is clear. Okay. And we are back up to 6 lives. Just wish I knew how to use this flame jet. Alright, you double tap A. Right, there we go. I figured it out now. Only took me 4 levels to work it out. Oh, it's very slow though. Accidentally hit his friend there. Not the brightest. These guys are playing rough though. Oh, there we go. We finally landed a special attack. As ineffectual as it was. There we go. Ah! Oh dear. Right, it's alright. Get this one. That'll do. Backpedaling now until I can turn around. Okay. So it's double tap A to do your special move. Okay, that's important tip, guys. Remember that. I should have looked that up before I played this game, but there you go. Uh-oh, I'm about to lose an arm here. Okay, I've got to get an arm off one of these guys as soon as possible. Oh no. Right. There we go. Okay, I got a crusher. Right, puts me back up to 4 lives. Ah, not ideal. Come on now. And let's get this going. There we are. Oh, he recovered quickly. Ah, we got him that time though. Okay, one limb removed. Let's see how good this crusher is. Not that great, it would seem. There we go. Just about getting your distance right there. And the level is clear. Level 4-3. Oh, up to 5 lives, briefly. As soon as we take damage, that's going back down to 4. Yeah, I think I'll trade that in for a saw blade. And we're back up to 5. He just kept walking onto that hot spot, didn't he? Uh-oh. Limb lost time. Oh no. Got away with it that time. Tough fight here at the moment. As soon as you try to go for one, the other one counters. Definitely see the enemies getting smarter as we move on, although they are still susceptible to the same old tricks. As long as you're fast enough. Okay, there's one. There we go. Okay, I don't think this will quite take us up to 5, but it will take us pretty close. Put us in good stead for the upcoming boss battle anyway. Because this boss is going to be a real toughie. Oh, we are on 5, just. Alright, nice. Oh, come on. There we go. And we'll take this guy as well. And we are on 5 lives again. Should be almost at the boss now. Okay, and we're on 5 lives again. Moonwalking here to the boss battle. Whoa, he's fast. Right, okay, we got his arm. Right, that's a start. Okay, I can't beat him in a projectile battle, that much is clear. Got him! Finally. We still got 3 lives left going into level 5. That'll do. Got lucky there, but I'll take it. But considering how fast he was, I expect the last boss is going to be ridiculous. Okay, up to 4 lives, good. We want to try and obviously build up our lives as much as we can in this final couple of levels ahead of the boss. Although it doesn't really matter, because if the boss follows the same rules they have up until now, they can take you out in one hit anyway, so regardless of how many lives you have. There we go. And we're up to 5. Uh-oh. No, lost my laser arm. Not good. Okay, we'll take the normal arm for now, just for safety. God, things can turn around so quickly here. I'm back down to 3 lives again. I was up at 5 a minute ago. Okay, there we go. And 1, 2, 3. Oh, no. There we go. He's jumped right into it. Thank you. Oh. Oh, tank legs. Those actually allow you to kind of transform into a mini tank and run across the screen, but makes jumping very, very ineffective, so not really recommended. Okay. And just like that, we are back up to 5 again. Amazing how quickly things turn around here. And of course I am right back down to 4 again, just to keep me humble. I will take the saw blade arm. There we go, back up to 4. This guy's doing his level best to put me back down to 3 though. There we go. Okay, we're up to 5, but probably not for long. Although, if that's the end of the level, that's good. Okay, we got 5 lives back. Okay, level 5 too. Okay. Oh, he's a wriggly one. But we still got him. Okay, back up to 5 lives. And quick, just like that, back down to 4 again. The lives are just yo-yoing at the moment. Wow. I'm getting battered here. Wait a minute. Okay, that's better. Right, now the limbs are off. There we go. Right, back up to 3 lives. Took a hell of a lot of damage off of those two though, so I need to be careful. You can clearly see the difficulty reaching its pinnacle here as we get near the end. It's good difficulty scaling though, apart from the bosses. The bosses are just ridiculous. You know, the idea where a boss can take away all your lives in one hit is just a bit much. It's a shame because it's a good game otherwise. Ah, we're at the point now where they can rebuild themselves. Okay. Yeah, try coming back from that, son. There we go. Right. Get this guy as well, and we'll be up, not quite at 4 lives, but pretty close. And again, remember, when you're fighting against a solo enemy, always use the opportunity to replenish your health. Okay, up to 4 lives. Let's try and keep those till the end of the level if we can. Right, nice, he walked right into that one. Okay, good, right, okay. We've de-limbed both of them now. And there we go. Right. You can actually push to try and get back up to 5 lives here if you're smart. Yes, right, okay, that's an important one. Getting them de-limbed nice and early makes it easier for hopefully getting the torsos. That does sound like some sort of murderous maniac here, don't I? Cutting off limbs and torsos. That could be recorded and taken totally out of context. Oh. Okay, back up to 4. And down to 3 again. Seem to recover a lot quicker than they did before. Okay, we're up to 4 again. I think that's the end of this level. Yep. Okay, on to level 5-3. I think this might be the final level. I think, if I remember correctly. There we go. Enough moonwalking, we've got work to do. Guys are just keeping me in a corner here, not letting me move. Wow, wait a minute. Oi. What just happened? What just happened there? I don't know, but we're doing this again. This time let's get it right. I think it's now doubly important that we maximize our lives here. Nice little anti-air jab there, straight out of Street Fighter 2. Well, not quite, but you know, you get the picture. I'll be taking that arm, but I certainly won't be launching it. I'll be throwing it back at you, you numpty. Right. There we go. Okay, 6 lives and looking pretty good at the moment. I need to watch back what happened that first time round in level 5-3 though, because I've no idea how I suddenly lost all my lives. Obviously my torso must have got ripped off, but I don't know how it happened, because ordinary level enemies aren't supposed to do that. Or not usually anyway. Although I guess this is the last level, so anything goes. These two are determined. Okay, right, there we go. One arm for me. Okay, and a torso. Now we can work on this guy individually. Let's say when you've got one of the enemies on their own, it's easy. Unless it's a boss. Usually just wait for them to shoulder barge into you like that and you can just pull the torso off. Yeah, that little sort of spring-mounted shoulder barge that they do is actually their most vulnerable point. There we go. Right, you do the little shoulder charge, or just stand there and let me take your torso. That's good. Notice the big increase in booster-legged enemies in this level. Okay, level clear. Main boss. Alright, here we go. Okay, very tough final boss here. You've got to hit those 3 red panels, which doesn't sound that difficult, but the problem is that crouching in this game is really hard to do. Because crouch and jump are mapped to the same button, and it's largely contextual. Such a small time window to land your attack. Okay, the middle one's done. Okay, just the bottom to go. I still got 5 lives. We can do this. If the game would just be reasonable. Almost. Right, one more hit. 1 or 2 more hits should do it. Ah. Come on. Done it! We've done it! So, you've set our society free. Since we can never leave this place, we will reward you with our loyalty and the right to be our leader. Guys, I think you're missing the whole point of freedom there. We were enslaved by the mechanical brain who ruled and directed our lives. We need your leadership to prevent us from being enslaved again. But you're becoming his slaves, so isn't that kind of the same thing? Oh well. I guess if they're happy, good for them. So yeah, that was Cyborg Justice. Nice, fun, simple little game. But yeah, I think it was quite good fun. I like that. It's you know, not on the same level of sophistication as some of the other beat-em-ups of its time, but yeah, it's good, simple, fun. The boss mechanics are a bit frustrating. That last boss there, it was luck rather than design me beating it, but it's yeah, I think if they could just fix the boss designs, this would be a great game. Bosses are the only thing that let it down. So that was Cyborg Justice for the Sega Genesis, Sega Mega Drive. This has been Tartan Samurai Gaming. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and there'll be plenty more videos like this coming soon. Thank you for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye for now.